New tonight, California's top Republican lawmaker is calling out Governor Gavin Newsom over his final State of the State speech.
Eyewitness News reporter Rob Hayes live in the newsroom with an in-depth look at the governor's speech. Rob?
Well, this was Newsom's last State of the State address due to California's term limits. What he has planned for the future, still unannounced, but the consensus is that he may run for president, which could explain Newsom's almost laser-focused targeting of President Trump today.
The State of the State is supposed to be a broad look at California's standing, but with Governor Gavin Newsom at the dais,
it's time for the President of the United States to do his job.
It quickly became a stinging critique of President Donald Trump.
The president believes that might makes right, that the courts are simply speed bumps, not stop signs, that democracy is a nuisance to be circumvented, secret police, businesses being raided, windows smashed, citizens detained, citizens shot.
That last rebuke referring to the shooting death in Minnesota of Renee Good at the hands of ICE agents yesterday. Newsom long has taken aim at Trump, today saying California's progressive policies need to be seen as a blueprint for the rest of the country. He also accused Trump of ignoring the victims of the Eaton and Palisades fires, blocking a request for federal disaster funds.
He's even refusing to send a disaster recovery request to Congress of $33.9 billion. By the way, that request supported by every member of the California delegation, every Democrat, every Republican.
The list of Trump attack points also including affordability, climate risk, and the president's latest move to freeze $10 billion in social services here.
He will illegally be cutting all federal funding for TANF and child care in, curiously, just 5 blue states in America, including California.
In response to Newsom's address, Republicans accused the governor of airbrushing and spinning data to make California's schools and criminal justice system look better than they are. And they blamed the high price of living in California on Newsom.
The common theme, of course, is affordability, which he has done nothing to address in his 8 years. No cost in California has gone down. They have only gone up.
Now, another issue Newsom focused on today, homelessness. He says early stats show California reduced its unsheltered homeless population by an estimated 9%. That would be the state's largest decrease in more than 15 years. Michelle?